Yo, YouTubers. I did two of them Hop Foundry Seven Brothers, right? And I've got one more that I was going to review, which was another flavour. And I've looked at me old labels, and sure enough, I've reviewed it in the past because they've already done it before. The same, well, the one in particular, I found it so hard drinking that peach beer that I just couldn't do the third one. I was like, I'm not reviewing this beer, it's not good enough. I gave it sevens, I gave them 7 out of 10, but I should have said a 5 or something. They're quite lame, but I feel merry and you know what I mean? Not exactly. I feel like I've drank a crate of Copperberg. You know what I mean? So anyway, I've left that last beer, I've not reviewed it. And I'm not going to because I don't want to waste your time anymore, alright guys. So I picked up another beer anyway, recommended to me from Aldi, which I've never tried. I thought I'll give it a go, I'll give it a review. To finish off, I mean I've got 2 more of them beers. I've got one lemon flavour and the other one, look, I'll show you the original. I didn't realise I looked through this book and I found labels and I was like, holy crap, we've already done it before. I'll show you the one in particular, like you'll be quite amazed at this, like that I've actually reviewed it in the past. Hang on, don't worry, hang on, I'll show you. Hang in there, everyone. Don't worry, don't be afraid. Yeah, Hop Foundry, they're quite. Look, that's one of the greatest beers ever in Aldi, and they don't do it anymore. Otis by Williams. But look at that label for mini can, or small can. Look at that for a collector's item. Can't buy that anymore. I used to go in Aldi specifically to buy that beer. And they don't do it anymore. They do silly things instead. And I'll show you the label in question. What I would have reviewed tonight, and I couldn't be bothered because I don't want to waste your time, guys. Right, but I'm just showing you the proof that, like, you know, no idea what Aldi's playing up there, mate. Not that hard, you know. I think 7 out of 10 was a bit too much, to be honest. Hold on, hang on. I'll just show you what I didn't want to review. But I've done it, in case you want to search my channel. And it's okay, let's see what Bruce is talking about. I can't find it. Oh, come on, Bruce. Hold on, getting close. No. Cheeky chocolate. I can't find it. Oh man, that's even. Oh, some of these beers are so lame, you won't believe it. Some are good, some are bad. No, I can't find it. Anyway, it was watermelon flavoured anyway. And I've already done it on my channel if you want to search it. It's Hop Foundry and 7 Brothers watermelon flavour. But anyway, thank goodness I picked up another beer, thinking, I'll give it a try. On recommendation, coffee stout, rich, dark and indulgent. Specially selected in a, you know, classy gold bottle, gold and black. It was recommended to me by someone, right? Specially selected. Coffee stouts brewed in the UK in partnership with Hall and Woodhouse. Well, that's a new one, isn't it? International Beer Silver 2024 Challenge. International Beer Challenge Silver 2024. Great taste. 5.2%. Rich, dark and indulgent with a subtle rich, dark and indulgent with subtle coffee aromas, caramel and vanilla notes, complex yet perfectly smooth. That sounds like the one I did the other night, doesn't it? The Grave Diggers biscuits. So I'm expecting good things here, and it might make me feel sleepy like the other beers haven't. Fruit juice doesn't get me there, mate. Know Your Limits, coffee styles, and that's about it really. Okay, so that's the company in the UK in partnership with Hall and Woodhouse. It's weird, there's no, just like specially selected, there's no brewery, is there? It's just like Hall and Woodhouse. Never heard of them before, I don't even know where they came from. Well, let's give it a go here. Stout to finish off and round off. Trying to attempt to try and actually feel a little bit better there, mate. I'll end up drinking this, mate, if it doesn't go right. Hand sanitizer, 70%. Okay. Ah. Ooh, that smells nice. Something we can agree on there. Looks good. Looks nice. Oh my word. I don't drink coffee anymore. I'm not into coffee anymore. I drink green tea. Usually lemon flavoured green tea normally. Matcha green tea is quite mind blowing. But that's why I look so young. For 60 years old. Come on guys, not doing too bad. I remember seeing this Japanese woman, yeah, she lived to 105 or 110 or something, yeah. And she looked amazing for her age, right? And they asked her what was her secret. They said, what's the secret to it? Like, you're getting this old and not like losing your marbles or anything and looking quite well. And she said, lots of green tea. Hey, tell you what, this smells quite good. It's like I say, it's like you only walk into Costa or Starbucks or something like that. I don't really do that. Like, don't get me wrong, I love a good cappuccino, me mate. Love a nice cappuccino. You know, if I do buy coffee, it's usually a cappuccino, or someone buys me a coffee, I go, do us a cappuccino. I know how to do my own, grind the beans and all that. Like, I use one of those mocha pot things, and that's a pure cup of coffee in my book. Like, but a cappuccino, you can't beat it, especially a quality one. Best cappuccino I ever tried, right? Believe it or not, I was on jury duty in the law courts in Liverpool Crown Court. Jury duty. There's a speech about it, by the way, on my channel. And all the heroin dealers want to kill me after that, mate. Because of the Crown. But, you have like a canteen there, yeah. And I had a headache, and I used to have to take Anadins. I used to get headaches and that. Don't get them anymore since I discovered green tea and stuff. But anyway, I remember like feeling so bad I had to pay full price for the cappuccino in the law court in the canteen, Crown Court in Liverpool. And it was one of the best cups of coffee I ever had in my life. It just, oh my word, it was so good. I was like, whoa, 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 this tastes good. Can this match up to it? Let's see. Well, you know what we're going to do, don't you? I'll show you the head first. No, in a bowl, in the glass. It's dissipated very quickly. It's a stouty brown colour. We're going to do the light bulb test. The torch, you ready? Oh, look at that. You see, you know a really good stout, the light won't shine through. But it is red, like a Guinness. Did you know Guinness is actually red? When you sit in a pub and you drink a Guinness, right? And sunlight comes through the window and hits the glass, you'll see it's red, not black. But that's red like a Guinness. So it's not as, the one I did the other night and the light just didn't shine through. Not as congested as it is. Let's go, let's give it a sniff. Very coffee flavour. Very overly coffee aromas. I'm dying to go to the toilet for some reason. Like, I don't know why, so I'll have to get this over with as quick as I can. Like. Yeah, the coffee aroma is quite overbearing. It is like when you walk into a Costa or somewhere where you smell a nice fresh roast coffee. Okay, I'm gonna give you a quick. It's a called again. Hall and Woodhouse Aldi partnership. Coffee stout, 5.2%. Up LER. Up LER. Not massive in the flavour division, guys. It's nice. I'm afraid I'm going to have to go to the toilet. Sorry, folks. Just give me a couple of minutes. Need a poo. Alright. Alright. I have returned. Okay, back to the beer. There's nothing mind blowing about the ingredients there that I should mention is there. Yeah, 5.2% Aldi stores. Alright. Well, I'll tell you straight away. You know that one I did the other night, the Grave Diggers biscuit stuff? Mate, that was so sweet and vanilla-y. It was delicious, right? Now, this, in comparison, It does remind me of a Guinness. It's not mind blowing. The coffee flavour is quite prominent. Like it's more than anything. I'm not getting much of the vanilla. It's tame. It's drinkable. It's nice. The water's nice, but it's lacking that. Don't get me wrong. I'm not really into sickly drinks. You know what I mean? But that Gravedigger stuff was sickly sweet, but in a very nice, indulgent way. So if you're into that kind of thing, I highly recommend it. Right, this is lacking that in that department. It's the coffee flavour is quite strong. It's got a lovely coffee taste, I've got to say. Remember, I'm not a big coffee head. I was expecting that sickly vanilla flavour there, like. Which is very indulgent. But I'll tell you what's nice about it. It's got like a marshmallowy flavour to it, which is nice. Like a smooth, those pink and white marshmallows. You get those sweets called pink and white marshmallows. I don't know what you call them. Like, remember those pink and white marshmallows? And it's got that flavour to it. There's a marshmallowy flavour which I like, which is very strange in this. I like that. Like coffee meets marshmallow. It gets better with every swig. You can see it's not like sticking to the glass like that other stuff, is it? Like a sickly, sticky toffee thing going on. It's quite tame and quite drinkable. I mean, for a stout, for a coffee flavoured stout, it's tame. That's the way I put it. Like, it's got its own character. 5.2% is it? Satisfying in that department. But yeah, I love that marshmallow flavour. That's a weird one. Yeah, I didn't get the price. It wasn't expensive. It was from Aldi. Not too pricey. Like that Gravedigger stuff was nearly £4 a can. You know what I mean? So there's a massive difference. It's in a nice traditional bottle. You can't beat a bottle. Well, if you like coffee and you like stout, this is a very nice drink. Let's go further down the glass, shall we? The carbonation's just right. It's not too fizzy or gassy. Yeah, it's a nice beer. It's a nice beer. It's not bad at all. Fair price. But because I've tried, I think the ultimate stout I've tried is, Glenafric's whiskey flavoured. The barrel aged whiskey stuff in Glenafric's, mate. It's expensive though. What is it? I can't remember what it was for a can. Little cans, it was like £8 or something a can, wasn't it? Proper imperial stout. And oh my word, I went into the Glenafric's brewery, right, into the tap room. Last time I went in there, actually. And I drank some nice beers. I did a load of reviews, but I couldn't put them up because there was music going on in the background, right? And the copyright might mess it up. So I couldn't put them up on YouTube because there was a band in the background playing songs, cover versions and stuff like that. But that night I reviewed an Imperial Stout on draft. On draft, guys, yeah. And it was 9% or something. It was lethal, mate. And I left the place, because I topped it off. I drank some of their beers and then I topped it off with that stuff. It was absolutely, Glen Affric know their stouts, mate. You know what I mean? I got on my bicycle outside, my electric bike. I fell over immediately. There was people. I felt really embarrassed, but I wasn't really. People were actually picking me up off the floor, going, "You all right, mate? You okay?" I was like, "Yeah, whoa, whoa," because the oxygen, the air hit me like after an Imperial Stout, mate. And this is nowhere near in that class, but I'll tell you what, for the money, it's really good. If you're into Stout, if you like Guinness, you'll love this. It's got a Guinnessy vibe to it, like. It's better than Guinness. It's slightly better. Marshmallow flavour, I like that. Don't know where that's coming from. Probably the vanilla, isn't it? I take it they put vanilla essence in marshmallows. Is that what it's about? Um, mm, for the money, it's quite tame. It's quite tame. There's not massive flavours. Like I say, that Gravedigger stuff was booming. Like booming if you're into that kind of a thing. So sweet and indulgent, it was beyond belief. And this kind of, it's Aldi, come on. It's not like £4 a bottle. I'm prepared to give this an 8 out of 10. For my own personal tastes, as stouts go. I don't drink much stout because I used to drink a lot of Guinness, guys, and then my advice to anyone, when people go to all these pubs and say, "Oh, you haven't tried a Guinness until you go to Ireland in a pub and all that business." Well, I remember being a child, 1970, 1969 to 1970, New Year's Eve, and stealing a bottle of Guinness secretly. I was only 4 or 5 years old, and there's a big New Year's Eve party, in our house, and all the relatives were there, and they were all singing and stuff. And I've got like Irish relatives and that kind of stuff, and everyone was like singing and stuff like. And I remember nicking a bottle of Guinness and drinking it on the slide. Didn't tell my mum and dad, obviously. Took the top off myself and that Guinness stuff, the Guinness original in bottles, is exactly the same. Well, I wouldn't say it can't be exactly the same, but it's the same more or less as it was back in the 70s and late 60s. And I recommend Guinness original if you want to drink Guinness. I don't really like the draft stuff because it's proper watery and winey. But one thing you can count on is it'll get you wellied. You do like 3 pints of Guinness draft in a pub, and you're going to be wellied. 4 pints, 5 pints. If you can go beyond that, like you're guaranteed you're going to get wellied on the stuff, right? Whereas when you drink the Guinness original in bottles, you can get it in cans, but I prefer it in bottles. It's not quite as devastating. You get like sensibly merry, you know what I mean? And I always stuck to my guns on that one and say Guinness Original is called Guinness Original for that reason. For crying out loud, I nearly swore that. For feck's sake. Guinness Original was my preferred, when I got into Guinness. I preferred it, and I only drank the draft stuff, when I was either in a pub or there was no Guinness Original on the shelf in the shop, and I had to buy cans of Guinness Original with the widgets and all that business. And in a pub, if you say, "Give us a bottle of Guinness Original out the fridge there," you pay extra. You pay more for it than you pay for a pint of Guinness draft, extra cold or whatever. You know what I mean? So I believe I'm a little bit of a Guinness connoisseur. You know what I mean? But you're all on the wrong track when you're going from one pub to another, pub crawls and all that, like going trying this Guinness, trying that Guinness. You're only going to get exceptionally drunk. I'll tell you that for nothing. You will get drunk. It's intoxicating, but it's very watery. Whereas like the Guinness Original's got a lovely fizz to it. It's got a nice little bit of carbonation. Highly recommend it if you like stout. You know that's what if you like Guinness. I've never been to Ireland and tried the Guinness. I've been told it's amazing, like. But how can anything match Glenafrick's whiskey barrel aged stouts? I can't imagine even going to Ireland drinking a Guinness and saying, "Oh wow, this is awesome," especially after drinking something like that. Whiskey barrel aged imperial stout from Glenafrick's. You kidding me, aren't you? How can you possibly top that? That Gravedigger stuff was amazing the other night, by the way. You know, there's not much going on in Ireland for me, is there? Any nymphomaniacs want to give me a call, maybe? I can't think of any other reason now. I've discovered Wales. But back to this, sorry to bore you guys. Lovely coffee flavour. It is very coffee. It's like a liquid, it's cold coffee. Like a cold coffee. Nice little marshmallow flavour. Yeah, I'm giving that a nice hard time. Thanks for watching. The beer connoisseur roller coaster ride is calling it quits tonight after this one. Because I don't think I can handle them hop foundry things. Especially selected. Nice. 8 out of 10. See you later. Thanks for watching, by the way. You don't have to, you know. Have you noticed they'll say, press the subscribe, press the bell, I won't do you that. You don't have to worry about that. I don't make any money on YouTube. The reason I don't monetize anything, well, I don't get enough views really, like, but it's not really a problem. And I wouldn't want you to put up with adverts, you know what I mean? So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.